Just like that. What was the... I hope I don't mess anything up by hitting this. I'm just peeking at my achievements there. Oh, not a friendly invitation was the name of the achievement. So I didn't make a decision at the end of that chapter. Oh no, here's the junction.
The future used to be so clear when I was reliving the past. Once I caught up to the moment I had left, that ended. All I've had to go on since then are the plan and the visions. I knew Jack would come to me. I'd seen that, but I didn't know why exactly, or how it would end.
There he is. You were right.
My visions of the future aren't always clear, but they don't lie.
Speaking of lies, Joyce is saying he's discovered his brother's time machine.
Why would we have told them?
We've spent 17 years looking for it, and he finds it in less than a day?
Does sound unlikely.
Still, we know it's out there somewhere, and we don't know what his brother managed to tell him.
If he really has located the machine, why would he come here and tell you? Smart Money says he's trying to play you.
Maybe, but the machine is out there. It's in our interest to find out where. And if Jack knows, I have to talk to him.
Dr. Joyce could have provided the answer to that question.
William's attitude and knowledge made him a liability.
Is that angry young man going to cooperate any more than his brother did? You remember Jack as a close friend, but that clouds your judgment. Don't make this personal.
It's not.
Then don't forget why we're here tonight. After what happened, our people need reassurance that we're in control. You're the man who could win them over. Let me handle Joyce, so you can concentrate on your speech.
I know what's at stake here, Martin. Dr. Sophia Amaral had taken over our Chronon research department after Dr. Kim's accident. She was the only one who could treat the Chronon syndrome.
Okay, so from...
Joyce is waiting for us down below.
He can keep waiting. I'm going to read. So we don't know who Erica is. I knew Henry Kim very well. I went to school with him. He was actually my husband's best man for my first marriage. Moved down to Florida. We didn't stay in touch. Respective directions. Welcoming surprised to hear from him. He was recruiting new people. We headed off again. He came over to meet my wife, and, well, it was like old times. Imagine my shock and disappointment when I heard about his death just a week before my own employment began. We didn't get to work together. I know it's something people don't want to discuss, and there are confidentiality issues. Recently cleared from. I now know that the story of his death is a fabrication, and Henry has become something entirely different. What? So he's not dead, or the story of his death is... Brought this up with Martin Hatch the other day, and he made it know I should drop the matter. And then Sophia responds. Trying to work out what happened. I haven't made much progress. He was working late in his lab. There was some kind of chronon particle surge. Exposure to large quantities when it comes to physical changes. Paul Serene is an example of that. His first exposure resulted in extraordinary beliefs. The second caused his progressive condition. In Henry's case, that explosion transformed him into a chronon disrupted wave function subject, or a shifter. It is, of course, clear that Mr. Serene and Mr. Henry's conditions are essentially the same thing, even if Mr. Serene's case hasn't progressed as far. It's not clear how Henry could have been exposed to such a powerful dose of chronon particles, particularly as the lab itself went undergoing changes. None of the containers on scene had remotely enough coronal particles. Furthermore, all of them were intact and accounted for. We don't know where these came from. It was Martin Hatch. Martin Hatch did it. We know that. He was the only other person in the lab when the accident took place. Claims to have no memory of the events. That's a lame alibi. Contain Henry in the artificial zero state field set up in the lab. Or maybe it's a red herring. Maybe they're dropping those clues because they want us to think that this guy is the suspicious one. That Martin in fact is not the cause. And we'll find that out later.
What are these doing here? We should be set up by now.
It's all on schedule. You're micromanaging again.
There was a little like blue particle or like UI element.
Don't even twitch.
And here you are.
I had to see the lifestyles of the sick and traitorous up close and personal. And it was such a nice invitation.
How do you want to deal with this, Paul?
I could still try to reach Jack and make him see reason. Or I could let Hatch deal with him so nothing would distract me from leading Monarch. Up into the past. Try to change things.
Answer me this question, Bo.
I once trusted Jack more than anybody. It was my only chance to make him understand the truth.
The fuck do you mean nobody got a look at the shooter?
But without me there to give the speech, my empire would start to crumble like a house of cards.
So he tries to cooperate with Jack here, but something goes wrong because he doesn't give the speech. Mondu, it's your chat now. There was a whole month where I was subbed to Dyrus just so that I could do the Dyrus S or not Dyrus S, Dyrus W, whatever that emote is. There's one. Dyrus has one where it's his face doing the same expression. And I was all ready to type that to you, and now all I have instead is this. Okay, or the other decision.
Comes miscalculation, and as you and I well aware, Mr. Joyce, with miscalculation can often come catastrophe. And that leaves me with you, Mr. Joyce.
But my old friend would be a lost cause. Dead and buried, along with the rest of my past.
Tonight is a celebration in face of darkness. Tonight we celebrate because I promise to you that we are prepared.
Monarch would grow stronger with my presence. The plan would go forward as intended.
I'm gonna go with business because I think we'll find out more interesting. I strongly suspect that Jack does not die just because we picked the business. Into FPS games, kind of a little bit, not hugely. Like this isn't a first-person shooter. This one is third-person. But I've played some first-person shooters, and I kind of like them, but only a little bit. So I'm pretty sure Jack is not going to die from either of these choices. I'm gonna go with R. We're gonna say he's gonna go do the
Far to
speech.
get derailed now. You talk to him, find out what he knows, then get rid of him.
You're all heart, Moneybags.
I know you want to make this all about you and me, Jack. But that's far away in the past now. And I have a speech to prepare for. I've seen where this leads. I've been to the end of time, and I've escaped it, all the way to 1999, when it all started. I've tried to change things, but by trying, I only made them happen in the first place.
Which should come as no surprise to anybody. That's what happens. Oh, so people were very split on that one. 46% to 54% for the other one. The decision to let Beth live was like 75%. Okay, it's movie time.
Time is breaking down. Monarch has been preparing for it. There's this thing. It's called a lifeboat protocol, and it can save us, at least some of us.
You've been the face of Monarch for all these years, Martin. But let's get clear on something. This is still my ship.
You're not thinking clearly. You need your treatment.
You gonna go?
Me? Go to a party.
We can roll together if you want.
What do you want?
I want a statement.
This is not the start. This is the end of chapter 2.
And that violence was because of Jack Joyce.
We just lost communication with Jack Joyce's transport. Find him.
Step away! Right now!
Liam, this isn't what it looks like. No. No! He's gone.
We need all points converge on Liam Burke. He's armed and dangerous.
So is the what this game does is at the end of every chapter they show you like an episode of the TV show basically. But I'm pretty sure there are different episodes based on what choices you make. So everybody, sit tight. Here is the end of Act 2. And if this is like the other one, it's about half an hour long. I won't talk too much. Or maybe I will. This is him getting the treatment. I have no popcorn, and I must scream.
The treatments, they're losing their effectiveness.
You're fine.
No. I need to work on something new.
You should enjoy yourself tonight. You work too much as it is.
I've been running tests on the temporal anomalies. They're
Treatment
increasing in
for
frequency
Chronon
duration.
sickness. He has time powers.
You need to consider
You
that
missed a
maybe
lot.
what you have seen is
It's
wrong.
not wrong. I need to prepare for my speech. Sophia, you shouldn't worry so much.
Yeah, time cancer. We think he went back in time 17 years. Ruffled rock music playing in the distance. That meme.
You haven't.
It's supposed to be muffled rap music.
I'm just not. I'm not really into drinking a lot, I guess. Oh. Rough day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same here.
Like what?
I have things happen in my day. I do.
Uh-huh.
I had to deal with some internal affairs.
Internal affairs. Oh, you're just gonna leave me hanging?
Well, yeah, it's internal.
Charlie.
Okay.
Okay.
I helped catch a traitor today.
traitor. Was that what all that commotion was about?
Yep. That was me.
Who was it?
I mean,
Who was it?
Who was it?
Yeah.
She's one of the traitors as well. I believe she's on Beth's side.
Well, Monarch drama.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to leave you hanging on that one. For real. This time.
Oh, I just thought maybe you'd want to share it with me. But whatever. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom, so I'll leave you hanging here. For real.
Okay.
Go mingle. Yeah. Drink a little.
Okay.
So she thinks it's Beth that got caught, but it's actually Liam. They think that Liam was the traitor the whole time, but he only just got convinced to betray Monarch by Beth. This has got to be very soap opera-y to walk into. That's Liam. They caught him. He gave himself up. And that's Jack. That's the main character.
Dr. Ramro?
Martin, I need your help. He listens to you. Paul.
Is that so?
I think we're in trouble, and he doesn't see it. He refuses to.
I can't imagine why.
I know you and I haven't always seen eye to eye, but I know you care about Monarch. You care about what happens. And if we are reaching zero stage, something has to be done.
And what is it we could do?
You know what we could do.
Truth is, Sophia, it's not really a matter of whether or not Paul will listen to me. It's that I won't listen to you. I find your approach to matters rather counterproductive. Filling Paul's head with your constant alarms, distracting him with petty doomsday scenarios. I mean, if I'm being honest, I rue the day he gave you a modicum of function in this company. Because you said, I care about Monarch.
What is it that you're so threatened by, Martin?
Do I look threatened to you?
What's going on?
It's nothing. We were just having a little chat. You should prepare for your speech. Enjoy the evening, Doctor.
That the van door had closed. Ah, hey, Shub. This is actually not a movie. It's an episode of, a TV show that plays during this game. These are all characters in the game as well as in the TV show.
You're Crocker, right?
It's a really strange decision.
Crocker. Crocker! I really need to take a shit. Fuck, come on, Crocker. Crocker! Come on, Crocker!
Oh my
This also explains why the install size of the game is 70 gigs.
With the necklace. My money is on that.
It's a pretty good choice, but I'm gonna have to go with Ryan Gosling down there talking with George Clooney. Wearing his nice cufflinks, chatting about stocks.
Richard, where the hell have you been?
Didn't have my invitation.
Oh my god, you're always losing things.
I'm not losing anything.
Drama.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's going for it.
No.
Bam. Told ya.
Oh. Why am I losing
You owe me
so
a sword.
bad?
Drink.
I don't think I
No,
can.
rules are rules.
Rules are rules.
Rules are fucking rules. You owe me another sword.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay. I'm doing it. I actually hate all of this.
You can do it, my man.
Thanks
You
for
can
the
do it.
encouragement.
Nicely done.
Thank you. I just wish I wasn't losing so bad.
Do you want to go for a walk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hope there's nothing inappropriate to stream that's going to crop up.
Mine too.
Cocker. Hey, buddy. Cocker. Burke. Cocker. Hey, buddy. Hey.
Burke, if I have to come in there, you're gonna fucking regret it. Listen, this is just a big misfucking understanding. I'm gonna be out tomorrow. I will put in a good word for you. I will help you climb this ladder. All I'm asking is please let me take a fucking shit. Go to the back wall. Fuck, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Thank you. Shut up. Back up slowly. Yeah.
Oh, we're on Monarch Island. They have a whole island.
I mean, I wasn't really excited about going in the first place.
Okay, why'd you go?
Cause somebody twisted my arm.
What the fuck is that?
Kind of looks like a dinosaur wearing a helmet.
What was that
That's
icon?
exactly what it looks like.
Hey, where are we? Are we even allowed to be out here?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. All right.
Hang
so
on.
what would you have been doing tonight if we didn't go?
There was a part where we interacted with that. There was a dinosaur with a football helmet on or whatever. And we walked up to it and interacted with it, and it disappeared. You lost your roommate 7 weeks ago. Lost him. Like he moved out, or lost him as in he's missing, or lost him as in he's passed away. I hope not. In any case, that means you're living alone. I go, oh, wow. Really? I did not hear that. No. That sucks. That's really too bad. My condolences. Yeah, I haven't seen you around in a while. I actually only just saw your brother the other day for Black Panther. I hadn't seen him in like a year. I have a lot of people that I need to catch up with. But no, we interacted with that thing, and then it just showed up in that cutscene, or in the episode for no real reason. And they even showed like a little icon at the top of the corner of the page that was like, I guess, letting me know that we were seeing that scene because I had interacted with that item. But that's weird.
if I hadn't gone to the party with you?
Yeah.
Well, I would have canceled all my other really important plans.
Ah.
And I would have gone back to work.
Yeah, the Black Panther. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was great.
It doesn't feel like work. You know?
I'm just gonna focus on
Like
this
being
though.
wired in.
Yeah.
Makes me feel connected. You work all the time. In fact, you're there most of the time I'm there. So, don't you think you work too much?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. I guess. Yeah. Love work.
Hold me right there!
Shit!
You little fuck! Hey, what? All you had to do was let me in that perimeter lab.
You turned on Monarch. What was I supposed to do?
You have no idea what's going on, do you? I need to get in that lab. There's something in there that I need.
The lifeboat protocol. You work with Beth Wilder. I've seen you before.
You know her?
She's the reason I'm here.
I missed what happened right there.
Is that gun still necessary?
Yeah. Come on, hurry up.
You're a very kind person.
I'm a little confused as to why he, like, immediately is okay with her being there, right? I guess it's just for, like, plot convenience, kind of. Like, we don't have time for him to... Or no, I guess that's why it's good that she dropped the name Lifeboat Protocol in order to show, like, she
Oh, right.
knows about this.
I got it, guys. I got it. I guess you guys can't do this. It's a special talent I have. Glad it's so celebrated. You're welcome.
Is this it?
Is that the guy? Is that Henry
What is
Kim?
that?
This is where they were just doing the treatment. Yeah, these are like full TV episodes.
What the fuck is that?
Chronon disrupted life form. Extremely hostile. Only ever heard of him.
Life form.
It's Dr. Kim.
Do you know who I am? Martin Hatch, Paul's other half.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
I see the monarch's well-being. Oftentimes, the matters Paul may find arbitrary.
So you're his assistant?
A little more complex than that.
It doesn't sound like
Now, I can sit here and offer you my condolences for your brother, and, well, you can tell me to fuck off. I could tell you Paul doesn't want you to suffer the same fate, and you could tell me to fuck off. Or, I could point out that there's a difference between Paul and myself. You see, Paul, he still has such hope for the world, whereas I lean towards a more realistic approach. Trouble is, I believe that with hope comes miscalculation, and as you and I are well aware, Mr. Joyce, with miscalculation can often come catastrophe. Paul's a very dangerous man, practically a zealot, and things will only get worse if he continues unchecked. And that leaves me with you, Mr. Joyce. Maybe you and I can find some common ground.
Okay. I was not expecting this.
Who was he?
He was my mentor from college and then here to Monarch. I was in a bad place and he kind of turned me around.
Got it. Sort of. I mean, it's a ghost file. It's remnant of mass deletion. Somebody was here. We got, Cronin Field Regulator.
Wait, hold on. Holy shit, this is Dr. Amaril's report.
What is it?
The stutters, they're increasing in frequency.
What's a stutter?
The more frequent the stutters, the more indicative of a fracture.
Okay, and what's a fracture?
Of time.
Time?
Zero state, it stops, and it doesn't start back up.
And the lifeboat protocol could save us.
I have no idea. But the Chronon Field Regulator, it is the core of Monarch's time tech. Everything is based upon it. And it has something to do with the lifeboat.
We have to go.
Wait.
No. This way. Turn. Don't. No one to blink her.
Fiona!
The lab is stutter-proof.
Oh, a stutter happened, but they're inside the lab.
Harnesses up here. We need them.
I feel as though they would know better than to shoot in here.
Holy shit! Put one of those on.
It is really cool seeing like the same effects from the game in this episode.
Charlie?
The stormtrooper look and the stormtrooper aim down. Oh!
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Go this way! Go! Go!
Ha! Okay. The wine and cheese crowd.
Security was tight at the Monarch Gala. You took quite a risk walking into the Lion's Den.
If we were gonna kidnap Dr. Amaral, then we needed to do it from the inside.
Beth Wilder. You were quick to trust her.
We had common interests.
Is that all you had?
That's all we needed.
Thanks for showing up.
Here, I thought this was gonna be a rescue. Right, there's a story here.
You know a guy called Hatch?
Serene's right-hand man.
He was here. He gave me this big speech about how he wants to take down Paul.
I hope you said no.
I didn't trust him for a second. He set me loose anyways, told me to wait for an opening.
I just gave you one.
Appreciate it.
So...
What's it look like out there?
I think you're secure. Everyone's concentrating on the party. So far, your crazy plan's working.
And Dr. Amaral?
I don't have a fix on her. She's either at the party or at her office at the R&D facility here on the island. I'll scout out the party.
So you're gonna sip champagne while I break into a high-security installation. It's like you got this all figured out.
I'll save you a cocktail, Weenie.
Oh, well, in that case...
Which, Oh, she's opening the door for me.
Gonna survive the night, but it'll last a little longer, so you can't walk out the front door with me. This is the quickest way to the R&D facility. I disabled the security at the back door, but there'll be guards. Contact me when you're clear. And Jack, you know what's at stake here. This can't be about revenge.
So, I don't know if there are 2 different Act 3s or 4. Because we made a decision whether Amy lives or dies. And as long as they don't mention Amy at all... Oh!
He's escaping!
Okay. Alright, so I have that ability now. Instead of doing my normal dash, I can do a rush.
Will hurt in the morning.
And I can do an instant death takedown.
Was learning to control them better. That felt good.
Who the hell designs these doors? Okay, I'm gonna have to move faster to get through.
So wait, what do I actually want? I'll keep what I have here.
Hey Beth, I'm clear. What's next?
You'll see a radar tower up ahead soon. Let me know when you get inside.
All right.
Very sci-fi and very Monarch. Something tells me it wasn't commissioned by them, though. My powers didn't work on the turret.
Oh!
It was some kind of Monarch Chronon tech device.
That power worked. Briefly. Ow. No, I'm dead.
Oh, you could have warned me about that one, Beth. Okay, how am I getting to that radar tower? Up you go.
Wait. Oh.
Let's try this again.
So there are apparently a lot of those that I'm not finding, although I wonder if some of them are in other, like, other timelines. I don't have to stand up. Oh, I can jump up. Yes. Will I make it in time?
Alright, that's it.
Hey, it was just our people there. We can spin it however we want. Call it an accident. Or pin it on Joyce.
Yeah, he might as well take the blame for the mess he made.
No. Oh, well, still worked. Still worked. Locked onto the wrong guy with the takedown, but it still worked.
Time felt broken here.
Gull Island sign. Coastal do I care about this? I must care about it. Why else would they put it in here? Coastal defenses. Are we going to go all the way back to 1940? Stop Hitler? Maybe.
The cannon felt unstuck in time.
Oh. What? Extensive tunnel system that linked Gull Island to the mainland. Material under under siege conditions. Attack on the United States. Call for construction of the river naval base. Panic. World War II after Pearl Harbor. Change of those plans being scrapped. The installation was in active use throughout the war. What do you expect? The cannon felt unstuck in time. It's a weird thing to say. Alright.
Monarch had dismantled the old cannon.
Oh! Oh, we can... Oh. Is that how we're going to get up there? We're going to time reverse somehow? Undisassemble the cannon from 50 years ago?
The timeline of the old cannon felt loose. I could shift it around. Smart place to aim the cannon, guys.
I've been thinking. Monarch projections say these stutters are getting more frequent. If one hits while we're grabbing Dr. Amaral...
You'll be frozen. Yeah, I know. It's a risk.
Monarch specialist troopers have the stutter-proof gear. I bet Dr. Amaral would have that in her office, too.
I'll keep an eye out. See if I grab it for you.
It bugs me that there's no crouch button. I'm so used to having one in everything.
Joyce guy just gave himself up like that. That's crazy. Yeah, well, he's locked up tight now. I hope they put two in the back of his head. Is it true he's got some powers? I mean, without the gear. Yeah, it's true. That freak's one dangerous motherfucker. I heard Hatch paid him a personal visit. Yeah? I didn't think a suit like him would have the balls to sit down with someone like Joyce.
Just give up.
Oh! Why? I'm pushing up. Why is it making me go down? Oops, that's not what I wanted. Alright. Slowly getting the hang of it.
Gotta move.
That takedown is so helpful.
I've disabled security and unlocked the gates leading to the palace.
Need to get to the radar tower.
Is this?
Beth? I'm at the radar tower. Where's the lab?
Below your feet. It's all top secret. The elevator inside will take you down.
Surveillance camera.
Oh, seriously? What is this, a Bond villain lair?
You have no idea. Just don't fall into the shark tank.
Hello, Riverport. This is Teresa Sidmack. Happy to spend this fine evening with you good folks. We're gonna have a good time, but if you're keeping an eye on the in crowd, you know we're not gonna be the only ones. A very exciting, very exclusive Monarch Gala is tonight at their
I don't think I care enough about the radio. I was thinking this was maybe a good spot to find it. Oh, and I was right. Chronon source. Do I have... I have 3. Need 1 more. Is this how I... No.
Thank you, and welcome. Tonight marks a momentous occasion. For years, we have been building towards this day. Years of planning, developing, training. For me personally, this
Speech
marks
is
the end of a
streaming.
17-year
Let's give
journey.
Monarch the
and
audience
today
they
we emerge
deserve.
from the shadows. We do so accepting great responsibility. I present to you the CFR. Chronon Field Regulator.
Beth, I'm about to take the elevator. See Paul's still fond of his own voice.
Yeah, he's talking about his survival plan. Crowd's eating it up. Jack, the local security network just lit up.
Where? How do I get out?
Jesus.
Mash spacebar. It's a video game. Okay. Whoa. Graphics. Take his gun. I thought I could take people's guns. I am supposed to be able to take their guns. Normally. Don't mind me, I'm in no hurry. I've got time. Oh.
Admiral's office. Looks like that's one level up. That doesn't look right.
I didn't even get that close to it. Do I need to worry about these guys or what? Oh!
I'm getting more frequent.
Remind me to make a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference the next stream when I name the stream. Something about how many seconds I can move inside the time stop.
Are you sure this can't be traced back to one source?
Impossible. I've adjusted the flight controls so the drone will crash into the villa on your order.
Very good. I'll make sure that Sophia's in position when the time is right. Wait for my call.
So there was a memory or whatever of...
It was some kind of surveillance drone. Knowing that Monarch had eyes in the sky made me a little uneasy.
Plan to crash the drone in order to kill Paul? Oh, it's not the right way. Wait, why does this...
What the hell is this? What is that? It's like I'm being drained. The hell do they need things like that? The device drained my powers.
We refer to it as a chronon dampener.
Lifeboat personnel, the day has finally come to commence phase 3 of our plan. We'll be hosting a gala to celebrate this monumental achievement to which you are all invited. Here at Riverport University, path forward has not been impacted. Your part in this journey has not yet begun, but at the onset of the fracture will bring new challenges that are worth reiterating. I'm not able to go over these issues in time because many guests will not have knowledge of the lifeboat protocol. So the people attending this gala do not know that, don't actually know what's going on yet. The path forward, our journey ahead. Lifeboat protocol status described. Shifters, dangers awaiting us at the end of time. And R&D tour our future at work. Oh my gosh, this is really long. When you were first chosen, you were sent a package illustrating in great detail several events that would come to pass. You stressed that these events were unavoidable. Many of you were reluctant to believe this. I'm suddenly, for no particular reason, I just got like an image of the whole, what do you call it? L. Ron Hubbard, the Scientology OT level 3, where like you get the document that explains how like all the stuff about Xenu and alien ships and volcanoes and Thadans and all that stuff. I'm picturing that. Like, you were sent a package illustrating in great detail all of these events, and many of you were reluctant to believe this. As you get the thing, you're like, oh my god. Really? Is this what I've signed up for? Is this what I just spent my whole life, my whole career, just so I could get a letter from this lunatic saying, hey, guess what? Time travel is real, and time is gonna fracture. I've seen it. fractures. I trust it dispel your doubts. No future event that I've experienced can ever be prevented. This includes the end of time. It cannot be avoided. It can be survived. Survival in the end of time has been the primary mission of Monarch Solutions since its inception. Your loyalty to this cause will prove invaluable as we move forward. Not easy. Immutable fact. Sacrifices must be made. Sacrifices at a rapid pace. While we do know the exact date and time at which the complete end of time will occur, our knowledge about the escalation in stutters and time anomalies is far less complete. It will be dangerous. First time in 17 years, entering a phase of relative unknown. Chosen few who will survive the end of time. When time stops, your journey will continue in the safety of the lifeboat. The chronon particle harvesting operation is near complete. Runs solely on chronon power. Lifeboat will remain sustainable for approximately 50 years, subjective years, of course. At least 2 subjective decades for the lifeboat team to discover a permanent solution to the end of time. That is a bold estimate. To go, we're pretty sure that there is a solution for it and that we will find it in about two decades. Highly speculative. Thank you. If there is a solution, confident that they're having. Brief you on the dangers of chronon disrupted wave function subjects, or would not being referred to as shifters. We estimate they will begin to emerge within stutters only as the end of time nears. Stutter-proof technology will protect the lifeboat from shifters. Using a living sample in Dr. Kim's lab, we've proven that shifters cannot manifest without the presence of a stutter. So these are enemies that we're going to have to fight, I'm sure. They're building up to that. Floor 3 of the lifeboat has Monarch Solutions, Striker, and Juggernaut squads. Presence will not likely concern you. Travel outside the safety of the lifeboat. They've retrieved and navigated, so they eliminate shifters. So that was a lengthy bit of lore and backstory, so that we have a better idea of what the lifeboat protocol actually entails. Quantum superposition. Conventional weapons useless. Okay, have to use time weapons. If not aggressive, do not provoke. No heroics. Alright, let's go.
Okay, so gotta get to Dr. Amaril's office.
Serene ordered Hatch to kill me because he didn't want to put his plan at risk. And seeing the scale of that facility, I started realizing just how deep that plan went. Made me wonder. Time was ending. What was it all for? The chart showed that all of Monarch's major technological advancements started in 2010. Around the same time that something else happened.
Ground Zero.
Confused again. 1999 is important because that's when Paul went back to. 2010 is when Beth from another timeline maybe stole the whatever from Will. That was 2010. Can I go this way? Is this the right way? Can't go the right way first. Did I already come through here? No. Oh, haha, that's why I had to come this way. I'm doing a much better job of finding those this chapter. So there's focus time after a time dodge will last longer, or time slows down further around Jack while the time shield is active. I'm going to go with this. Oh, it's people. Oh. Monarch Juggernaut. All right, it's boss time.
What the fuck is that? I can't focus.
Oh, my powers went away. No, they didn't. Just kidding. Oh, well, that killed me. Try this again. So I'm definitely going to play through this again. It's going to take at least 2 playthroughs, and maybe more. And maybe on the second run I'll be even more careful
We refer
about...
to it as a chronon dampener.
Do I need to re-get all of this stuff again? No, it looks like they're already taken care of.
Serene ordered Hatch to kill me because he didn't want to put his plan at risk. But seeing the scale of that facility, I started realizing just how deep that plan went. Made me wonder. Time was ending. What was it all for?
Thank God.
Oh, but I do have to go get this again. Right? Do I have that upgrade? I do have the upgrade, so I guess I already got the point, but it hasn't been deleted. Tonight's my night off, so I'm gonna keep playing for I don't know how long. For a while. I'm more interested in this now that I have a little bit more understanding of the timeline, and a couple of theories to go off of. That's really bad. I am super hurt. Oof.
Not even scratched.
Okay.
Gotta have some goddamn weakness.
It's gonna put me all the way back again. Maybe. Which is a weird thing to do. Like, why isn't there a quick... Oh, alright. Worked that time. Alright, so we have determined that shooting it does not help. It's possible that I'm supposed to, like, throw a time freeze on it and then shoot a whole magazine on it at once. That deals, like, multiplicative damage. But if not that, then I'm gonna have to destroy something else in the room, right? Yeah, nothing is actually providing me cover, which is a problem. Can't see it. Alright. Like, I don't want to do that thing where I die and then I immediately go, well, this game has some problems. It's not very good. Otherwise, I would have lived. But so far, all of the, like, I'm a little bit more used to games going, if you are behind cover, like, they have a cover system where if you're behind cover, it means that you're actually safe. I don't really know how to... Other enemies that I've fought have also hit me while I was behind cover. So, I guess I need to be more used to the idea that cover is just... Oh, now they're giving me hints. I didn't ask for hints. I have to time rush to get behind them. Because the weak spot is on the back.
That's the weak spot.
I have to... Oh, there's still another little guy alive. It's especially annoying because I have to hit W in order to...
Thanks for the heads up.
Alright. While I'm here, let's take this guy out. Crash is almost ready.
Fuck me. That was hardcore.